Meet Cerise, a brave little soul who once wandered the streets of Mexico City, searching for safety, warmth, and maybe a bit of love. This is the story of how we found her, or maybe, how she found my parents. From a busy street corner under the hot sun, to the snowy parks of Canada. This journey is all about second chances, unexpected bonds, and the power of kindness. This is Cerise's story. My name is Paula and this is the story of my dog, Cerise. A little soul who once roamed the busy streets of Mexico City, and is now living their best life here in Canada. It all started in August 2013 on a hot afternoon in Mexico City. My parents were walking down the street in the south of Mexico City where my grandmom lives, when they saw this stray very small, scared and skinny pup who apparently had more family but she was all alone at that time. There was something in their eyes, a mix of fear and hope. I knew I couldn't just walk away. My mom said. I knelt down slowly and called them. At first, they didn't move, but after a few minutes of patience and soft words, they came closer. Cautiously. They were covered in dust, their fur was matted, and you could see every rib. But the tail wagged just a little. It took my parents around a week to make the decision to take her home with them, especially because they were traveling back to Canada soon after that. But she was always there, skinny, starving with other member of her family and getting excited every time they saw my parents, full of hope. After a good checkup, a bath, some food, and lots of love, Cerise started to come back to life. They spent a few days together while they figured out what to do next. In that short time, they bonded deeply. And they knew, this wasn't just a rescue. This was family. But then came the big question. How do I bring a street dog from Mexico to Canada? She was too young to be spayed and also they learned that dogs were not allowed in the house they live in Canada at that time. Oh no. Cerise had to stay in Mexico with my grandma and after a year, my mom could finally move into a new house and bring Cerise to Canada. After researching everything, vaccinations, paperwork, airline rules, and with the help of the family, Cerise arrived in Canada with her human family. The day of the flight was a mix of nerves and excitement. Cerise was a little traumatized by the flight, kennel and separation, but they made it to Calgary. Landing in Canada felt like a fresh chapter. But they wondered, how would she handle her new house, country and the snow in winter? Turns out, Cerise absolutely loved everything in Canada. She knew from the beginning, that was a different world. In winter running through snowbanks, chasing flakes. It was like watching a new life unfold. Cerise has been in Canada for 10 years and spends their days enjoying warm beds, belly rubs, and treats and snow in winter. But more than that, she's brought so much love, joy, and perspective to our lives. From a lonely street in Mexico City to the cozy comfort of a Canadian home, Cerise reminds me every day that love knows no borders. She just had the chance to spend some days in Mexico and she could remember where she comes from. If you've ever thought about rescuing a dog, do it. You won't just change their life, they'll change yours too. We love you, Cerise. Thank you for being in our lives. If you liked this video about Cerise, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.